Being an architect and an avid Minecraft builder has its perks. Here's 12 architectural elements that I use to add detail and purpose to my builds in Minecraft. 1. Lintel. A lintel is a horizontal structural element that spans an opening such as a door, window, or fireplace, supporting the weight of the structure above by transferring that load to the vertical supports on either side. You can implement this especially in builds made from heavier materials like this brick here to add more visual interest with context and structure to your builds. These are a few designs I came up with. Often these would be statement pieces, but other times they're merely structural like this. Plus a quick tip, usually windows will be aligned vertically so that the weight of the wall above is lessened by the window above. So you wouldn't see a window only on the bottom floor often due to the weight of the wall bearing down on top of it. 2. Buttress. A buttress is an architectural device that offers structural support from the exterior of a building, like this example here where it takes the load off of the wall and into these supports. A variant of the buttress is the flying buttress, which is a ramping arch that extends from the upper portion of a wall to a pier of greater mass to convey to the ground the lateral forces that push the wall outwards, which are the forces that arise from vaulted ceilings of stone and from wind loading on roofs. This was super common in Gothic architecture, like the facade of a cathedral that I have here, to support the large open interiors. It's a detail that has reason for being there. By showing the load bearing, you can create this ambiguity to how the system is held together. 3. Quoins. Quoins are masonry blocks at the corner of a wall. Some are structural, providing strength for a wall made with a weaker material, while others merely add aesthetic detail to a corner. Adding these can help your builds look more finished and fleshed out. The different variations provide harder and more firm and easily distinguishable edges. 4. Desire path. This is an unplanned trail formed by erosion caused by human or animal traffic, usually representing the shortest and most easily accessible navigated route between 2 points. I think that these can create an element of story to your world, where a farmer cuts a corner to move his cattle or where pedestrians take a shortcut. The small details like this add life and movement to what you're doing in a unique and interesting way. 5. Ornament. Ornaments are the decorative elements added to embellish parts of a building, often represented by the care and craftsmanship, different to decoration in that it is not implied, generally taking place on the structure or an already established aspect of the structure. You have a flying buttress like this, why not make it a Gothic spire? You have a roof line like this, why not make a nice pattern out of it? You have a lintel like this, why not make it a work of art? And this is one of the best examples, gargoyles. They were entirely designed and constructed to redirect water off the surface of Gothic structures to prevent erosion. 6. Dado. A dado is a decorative finish on the lower part of a wall used to protect from stains and weathering as well as aesthetically. These can help to break up really plain walls to add some extra interest, but also to turn down the noise a bit on some of the noisier textures in the game. They work on the interior as well, like in this example, and can work in many different styles or eras. 7. Portico. A portico is a porch leading to the entrance of a building with a roof structure over a walkway, supported by columns or enclosed by walls. This idea was widely used in Greece and has since influenced most Western cultures. These work to encapsulate a wealth and grandeur in your build, and specifically your entrance. The one I have here is quite small, but they can span up to 2 stories at times, but rarely will join the main roofline. 8. Jamb. A jamb is the side post or lining of a doorway or other aperture, but there's more weight to it than that. The jamb is what welcomes you and leads you into a space. They are important and were often decorated in pre-modern architecture. Implementing the jamb into your Minecraft build can help make a door or such fit in and take up a necessary space to balance a build's composition. Different variations with the shelves and trapdoors or walls can work perfectly to sell that sort of grandeur. 9. Shutters. Shutters are window covers, originally used before glass was common as security, insulation, and privacy. Shutters are still used on occasion in modern architecture, so you can use glass with them and they will still make architectural sense. I have two designs here. You can have them open halfway like this one, or all the way like this. I find that they add a bit of life to my builds as they imply movement as they can open and close. 10. Dormer. A dormer is a roofed structure, often containing a window that projects vertically beyond the plane of a pitched roof. These are a fantastic way of breaking up repetitive textures on a roof and super simple to implement. It's pretty self-explanatory. 11. Eaves. The eaves are the edges of the roof which overhang the face of a wall and normally project beyond the side of the building. The overhang serves to throw water clear of the walls and may be highly decorated. I go over a bunch of different roof styles in this video here. There's a bunch of different ways to use eaves, from a simple overhang to an illusion of an overhang using some texturing. 12. Timber framing. Timber framing is a traditional method of building with heavy timbers, creating structures using squared off and carefully fitted and joined timbers with joints secured by large wooden pegs. This Tudor building style is very popular at the moment, and a few different techniques have surfaced. This one here is the most simple, and it's what I used back when I built my villager tavern in my survival series. And then there's a few newer ones, like Bannertech. I first saw Sinnoh using this style, and it looks really good paired with a block entity render distance mod, but it can break immersion if viewed from the wrong angle. And this last style here is what I saw Fwip using to create timber framing in his hardcore world. So there's some architectural elements that I use constantly for my own Minecraft builds. If you found the video helpful or learned something new, consider giving the video a like and maybe subscribing for more stuff like this. As always, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Bye bye. And cheeky post-credit scene, I now have a fully up and running Patreon with a few different tiers with benefits like the credits you just saw, build schematics, world downloads, shrines, my undying love, and that sort of stuff. So if you're keen to support the channel, the link is in the description, and thank you. Okay, now for real, bye bye.